same Jewish leaders. Russian, Soviet Jews. Today, I remember seeing this big ad by the UJA. Soviet Jews. We did it. We did it. Of course they did it. Of course. The UJA did it. I remember in 1968, no one knew there was a Soviet-Jewish problem. Jewish leaders were busy fighting for such causes as lettuce and grapes in Vietnam. Who knew there was a Soviet-Jewish problem? For 50 years there had been a Soviet-Jewish problem from 1917. Does anyone in this city recall the first march for Russian Jewry in 1917? 1920s? 30s? 40s? 50s? Not until deep into the 60s. It was not the Jewish leadership that raised the issue. For 50 years they had always sat with their shashtu policy. We are doing things quietly. Quiet diplomacy. It was so quiet, it didn't exist. It was young Jews, militant Jews, the JDL, that went out into the streets and did things that nice Jewish boys, nice Jewish girls don't do. Violence. Terrible violence. Of course violence is terrible, except when it's done by a Mandela in South Africa. Then, that's good violence. Our freedom bomb in El Salvador, after all, that's a freedom bomb. But when Jews use violence for their people, suddenly every liberal Jew, and violence is not Jewish, violence is un-Jewish, of course. What? Moses sees the Egyptian beating a Jew. And he says, let's form a committee to study the root causes of anti-Semitism. And he smote the Egyptian and killed him dead. That's Moses. Boy, that's coming Friday night from every temple on the Nile, Illinois. every single temple, boy, did they give it to that Moses, that fascist extremist. Yes, we use violence. And we put the Soviet Jewish issue on page 1 of every newspaper and on NBC and CBS, because the news media, these paragons of ethics, only want one thing. They want violence. That's what makes headlines. We did it. The UJA did it. We made the UJA do it. Because militants will always push moderates into doing things which otherwise they would have never, ever done.